Today we are going to take a look at this crochet hook set. I showed you this a couple of weeks ago, this hook set that I got in the mail, and I got a few other hook sets. And I kept putting off making this review because I was like, there's so many things to review in this whole bunch of stuff I got. But then I thought, you know what, maybe I'll just review one thing at a time. So today I am going to review this hook set. And I got this from, is it one saving day? I think it's, I got this from One Day Saving. One saving day. It's right here. Or should I go like this? Ooh, crochet for a happier you. One thing I think about this hook set right here, first of all, is if the writing would have been a little prettier, I think I might have liked it better, but whatever. Crochet for a happier you. This does the job, and this is what is inside. We've got this hook set, this bunch of little things inside, and these crochet hooks. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn the camera around and show you what is inside this case. Okay, this is the crochet hook set, Crochet for a Happier You. I mean, that's not the name of the crochet hooks, but this is the crochet set. And these hooks, I have been using these hooks and I really, really like them. Let me get a little, I had some yarn over here that I was going to use. Here we go. I am going to grab some 4-weight yarn and let's get a 4.5, let's get a 5mm crochet hook. This crochet hook right here, and right off the bat, I love the way it feels in my hand. I'm going to set this right up here and get this. And at the same time, I am going to show you, you know what? This is a 5.5. I need to get a 5mm crochet hook. Okay. Here's the 5mm dots crochet hook. And they are roughly the same in length. Now you can see that the dots is brushed. What is it, brushed aluminum? This is not brushed aluminum. This has a little stickier feel, and this has, I mean, it still has that kind of grippy feel, but the grippy part is just on the blue. And as you can see, it's just on the blue on this too, but it is, there's more of it. This is what it looks like from the side. So, I mean, they're different, but they're similar. But the thing that's most similar about them is this part right up here. I like it that it has about this much space between the handle part. You know, it has this much space. So what is that part called? The neck? I don't know what it's called. But I want to show you kind of how each one of them works. I mean, we all know how a crochet hook works, right? But this one has, I like it because I can put my thumb right there. I'm not sure what these things are here for, but they don't bother me. Like, there's nothing about this hook that bothers me at all. It's like this one. This one feels smoother in my hand. And it's like this one doesn't feel as smooth, but it has more grippy leverage action. Okay, so I'm gonna make a chain. And when you're first using this, it has kind of a sticky feel, but that's just from like the factory coating. And I'll crochet that much. And then, boom, boom, boom. I like the way it feels in my hand, and I like the way the yarn glides on the hook. It doesn't have that brushed aluminum, so I mean, it's slidey on the hook. There is nothing unpleasant about the way the yarn works on the hook, and it has absolutely no squeakiness. So I like these hooks. Like, I like these hooks a lot. Now, compared to this, like compared to the dots hooks, you can tell a definite difference in the way, like the dots just feels a little more slidey on this hook, and I think it's because it's that brushed aluminum. I'm gonna do one more. There's no, like there's nothing on my hand here, on this part of my hand, that feels, you know, uncomfortable. Whoops, and when I'm crocheting with this one, it's not as smooth on the metal part. And I would say the only part that feels uncomfortable maybe sometimes are these things right here, but it's nothing that would stop me from using this crochet hook. I gotta tell you, the main thing in crochet hooks that bothers me is if it's not long enough. And this hook is definitely long enough. But yeah, if anything feels weird at all, it's just these little two bumps. And this is that kind of, this is the harder plastic. This right here is. And this is the, you know, the more grippy type kind of plastic. But I really like this hook. There's nothing about this hook that I don't like. Is it my favorite hook? Like, I like this because it glides, and you know, same with furls, but I like this much better than an ergonomic hook. So this is a good, I would say, better than middle of the road ergonomic hook. And for this price, it's great. And that would be if you were just getting these, is it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. You get these 9 hooks, and they are sizes 6 millimeter all the way down to 2 millimeter. And you know what? I should try a smaller yarn on here too. Let me get a smaller yarn. I just want to try this small hook real fast too. Now this one I haven't tried yet, so it's going to have a little more sticky on the end here. But it's weird. This one feels more like it could be a brushed aluminum. I don't know. What do you think? I don't know. It does, yeah. I'll probably cut that part out. Okay, so this is a 2 millimeter crochet hook, and oops, it's a little ball of cotton yarn. Oops. And I'm just going to see how it crochets. And this is a 2mm. I might need to use a smaller yarn for this. And I'll just do a couple of stitches. But I do like this. One of the things that is definitely a positive point for this is that it is the ergonomic hook, and I'm not having to try so hard to grip onto the handle as I do with a just regular straight, say Susan Bates or Boy hook that's really tiny, because my hands are big, and when I have to focus on gripping the hand, such a small handle, it makes crocheting really hard. So I do like that about these hooks, that it has a big handle. Now, get that in there. And these hooks are not going to slip in your hand. Now this is the one, these are the ones that I was interested in seeing. These are smaller, and let me take one of these out again. As you can see, this is the 5mm. It's quite a bit, whoops. It's quite a bit shorter than the bigger hooks. It goes, the biggest one is a 2.75mm, all the way down to a 1mm. So there are, it's a very small hooks. And I really like the fact that it has these small hooks in here. Now let's see. Okay, right away I can tell that these hooks are going to be hard for me to use. And that's because maybe I have big hands. I don't know, but it's always been really hard for me to use shorter hooks. I would love the handle to be another inch in length. But then again, I don't know if I would like it just because of the flat handle. Now, if you're a person who likes shorter hooks or flat hooks, these might be a hook that you want to try out. But it kind of, I mean, it's not unpleasant at all to hold in my hand. Like, this is very smooth. It's not splintery at all. And I might have to get used to it, but like, it seems to me it would be difficult for me to get used to this. It's like having to think too hard while I'm crocheting. But you know what? That's how some people feel about Furls crochet hooks when they use them. It's just like, yeah, this feel is not right for me. The feel of this hook is not unpleasant. It's awkward for my hands. Now, if you are like me and you like the dots hooks, you like the Furls hooks, these might be a little awkward for you to use. But if you do like shorter hooks, maybe like the Clover Amour, is that what you call it? Is it Amour or Armor? It's one of those. Or if you've ever used flat hooks before, you might really love these hooks. I don't know. I can't see using these very much, but but that does not mean that they wouldn't be fabulous for somebody out there. Just not fabulous for me, maybe. Okay. So anyway, but I do, you know, I would like just to sit here and feel the hooks. They're not bad. I mean, I'm not gonna get you're not gonna get a splinter using these hooks, so that's good. Now, I do like the case. The case holds both of these sets of hooks. You know what I might do? Whoops. What I might do with this case is take these hooks out and put some other hooks in them. And like, these are pretty hooks. I would put them on display rather than keeping them in this case. Maybe a display somewhere up high, because I do like looking at the prettiness, but I don't know if I would use them that much. Now this is, I think it's for holding stitches. I think that's what I've heard. So, I mean, this looks like a pretty little decent tool if you use something to hold stitches. I can see holding some stitches on it. Like maybe if I was making a sock, I don't know. It's big and it can hold stitches. Okay, I like this little thing inside. This is perfect for stitch markers, and I will take all this stuff out and show you what is inside it. Here, I'm going to take it all out and then kind of show you one by one. Okay, it's got a nice measuring tape, and this measuring tape goes up to 60 inches. Okay, it's a 5-foot measuring tape, so that's good. It's got inches and centimeters. It's plastic. I think it's plastic. It smells like plastic. It smells like a beach ball. So yeah, I like this because I like having measuring tapes. And got some little needles. And I'm gonna open these up to see if they have any rough places on them, because I know when I'm weaving in my ends, I do not like to feel any kind of plastic drag. Oh, I could have unfolded this. That's okay. Nope, these are smooth, no plastic drag. These are pretty big, actually, for needles. These would be used with bulky yarn. These are big, and these are the pink ones are a little bit smaller, and there are 3 of each. So, oops, I've got these, oh, for heaven's sake. And these don't have any drag on them either. So I've got some pink needles, and so 6 altogether. And then I think these are little stitch counters. Yep. Which, you know, I might use. I've never used these before, but that's just because I've never had one. So maybe now's the time to try using one. They look like they're held together pretty well. I mean, these little things turn all right. They don't feel like they're gonna fall apart. And there are 2 of them. Here's some nice, oh, I looked at these before. These are nice. I like the sound they make. Little scissors for clipping yarn. Let's see if they clip yarn well. I'm gonna get this little piece, see how it does. Oh, there we go. It didn't do it the first time. So it's not like super sharp, but you know, it cuts. Here, let's see if it's better close to the tip. Oh, you know what? If you press in with your thumb a little like this, a little more, it does better. Okay, so they're not super duper sharp, but they will cut your yarn. Really, that's all we need, right? And I do like that they have the cover for the tip so you don't stab yourself when you go into your bag to grab your scissors. Here's another one of these. It is a little smaller This is how big it is compared to that one, and I guess it's a smaller stitch holder or whatever it is. And this, I think this is more for knitting. Are these the things to help you make cables? I'm going to take these out of here and see what they, see if they have any little plastic. Well, now that's an unpleasant thing right there, but I don't know if that matters because I don't think you use, well, I mean, it might snag your yarn. But for those of you who use these kind of things, oops, it might snag your yarn, so I don't know. See, it's got that little snag. But for those of you who use these kind of things more, let me know if that would be a hindrance to you. And these little thingy-majigs, do these go on the top of knitting needles? See, this isn't strictly crochet stuff. There are some knitting things in here, I think. Or do these go on the tops? I don't think they go on the tops of crochet hooks. Or do they? Like, you could have one, I mean, if somebody were to stab you with this, it would hurt real bad. So, no, I don't think you put that on there. Oh, that would hurt. I don't think it would be life-threatening, though. But anyway, got some of those. And then a whole bunch of little stitch markers. There are, oops, let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 stitch markers. And these are nice little stitch markers. You know, they do their job. So, what do you guys think? I'm gonna, like I do with everything else, leave this all in a mess right here. But we've got these hooks set, or I'm sorry. There's this hook set, these two stitch holder thingies, the case, this little inside thing, which I really like because it can hold your stitch markers and what have you, your crochet needles, I mean, your weaving in the ends needles, and all of these things. See, now to me, the set, I would buy the set for $19.95 or whatever it is, just for these hooks alone. I think these hooks are worth it because I like these hooks, especially if I would have found these hooks after I had always used just the plain, straight, non-ergonomic hooks. I would have been like, wow, these are great. But you know, since I've been exposed to furls and dots crochet hooks, you know, that these are really nice. I would get the set just for these hooks alone, but then again, it's like all this extra stuff is bonus. So anyway, whoops. There we go. Crochet for a happier you. What do you think? This whole hook set is under $20, and of course it comes with much more than hooks. The price is $19.95. I will check to make sure, and I'll put that price right up here. So if you like what you see and you want to get these, I have a link down below for this set. It is not an affiliate link, but it's a link that shows that you guys got this from watching my video. They will send me more things that I can review for you guys. And you know how I am with yarn. Maybe I wouldn't be such a great yarn reviewer, but hooks, I think I can do it. Okay, you guys. Also, I wanted to let you know this shirt, the Roll the Cheese shirt. Let me see. The Roll the T-shirt is available on my Bonfire store. And of course on the back it says, "It just makes sense." For those of you who have no idea what this is, it's from a YouTube short, Instagram reel that I put up a couple of years ago. I'll put that link down for you below, or you know what's even better? I'll just play it right here so you guys can watch. So you guys can watch the whole thing, but I'm not gonna sit here while it's playing the whole time. Okay, you guys. And it comes in a couple of different colors. It comes in like this gray and a dark gray and a yellow and a couple of other colors. It sizes extra small up to 3X. Men, women's, it's a very nice material. And I'm gonna be making some more shirts from this company. Also, it's a nice shirt. It's worn up quite well. I've worn it for the last couple of years and it's doing pretty good. I feel like there is a lot in this video, but not a lot, but then maybe a lot, but then maybe not a lot. So you guys have a wonderful night and I will see you later, alligators. Love you guys. And if you know anybody who maybe needs a shirt like this or maybe wants one of these, just share the video. Let them know all about it. Love you guys. Bye.